Welcome, Wildcat fans, to the first ever Belleville Girls Basketball Season Preview Show. We're hoping to make this an annual event to showcase our girls program as well as other athletic programs here at Belleville High School. Let's get things started with a few questions for Belleville alum and second year JV coach Lucy Grady. Lucy, this is year two for you. Obviously, last year was a tough year for you and the JV girls. What are you most looking forward to this year?
Most looking forward to is playing more games than last year. Um, no, I think honestly focusing on getting more experience for these girls is definitely the number one goal for sure.
All right. Um, what did you learn last year that you think will help you be an even better coach this year?
Lots of different coaching techniques. Every player, every girl is different, and I've kind of had to make those adjustments. But learning to work through those adjustments has been good. It's been good. Yeah.
Um, One final question for you tonight. You were able to watch your team last Friday during our scrimmage at Monroe. How did it go? And what did you learn about your players?
Yeah, it went really well. We have lots of kinks to work out, but we're working on them and we're ready to go for this Saturday at Albany. Um, defense, offense, working through those motions, and communication is a big one for us this year.
All right, excellent. Well, thanks to Coach Grady for joining us tonight and giving us some insight on our JV team for the 2023-24 season. We're going to pass things over to another Belleville alum now, our head girls varsity coach, Eric Legal, who's in his second season as the head coach here at Belleville. Coach, can you introduce yourself and your first group of players that you have with you tonight? All right, we're going to pass things over to another Belleville alum now, our head girls varsity coach, Eric Legal, who's in his third season, second as the head coach here at Belleville. Coach, can you introduce yourself and your first group of players that you have up there with you tonight?
Yep. So third season here, Eric Legal. I got 4 juniors up here this year. We got Ava down at the end, Maddie, Addie, and Eleanor here. We're ready to go.
All right. First question is for you, Coach Legal. How's the first week and a half of practice gone so far?
It's been good. I would say that first Monday, especially for me, coming off soccer, was a quick turnaround. But these girls did fantastic because one, they were all ready to go, and when you see your team ready to go, I think no matter what maybe I wasn't prepared for that day, these girls cleaned up for those mistakes. So they came ready to go. They were excited. They brought the energy, and because of that, we not only had a good Monday practice, but we had a good first week. Um, Ended with that scrimmage against Monroe, and I think it was just nice finally not playing ourselves. And we did a lot of nice things against Monroe, moved the ball pretty well, scored the basketball, played pretty good defense, and that kind of led into this week, which I think we've built off last week. But I think more importantly, we also know what we got to get better at. I think if you ask these girls, um, they probably want to practice more because they have high expectations of themselves and as a team, and we want to correct those mistakes and get going.
All right. Um, what's one thing that you've learned about your team so far?
They're very excited to be on TV. Um, no, I would say that our team chemistry this year has been really good. They put in a lot of work in the off season, and I think that shows this year. We're starting this year better than where we ended last year because of all the hard work these girls put in this summer. They're getting in the gym, in the weight room. I think it shows. So when I watch us in practice and on film, I think we look faster, we look stronger, and we're more confident with the ball. And so I would say, some of our strengths right now, our ball movement, the way we can score the basketball, and how teams are going to have a hard time figuring out who to defend on a given night because I don't know. We're going to have lots of leading scores, and we're also going to have a lot of players that are probably going to be over 10 points in a game throughout the season. So,
Excellent. What's one thing that you're specifically looking for from this wonderful group of 4 juniors?
well, as I told them when we ended the season last year, the torch is kind of passed to them. So the leadership role that they are now all in, but then also, like we've talked about today at practice, raising the bar and knowing that being good isn't what we just want to be. We want to be great. And so I expect them to come to practice every day, give me their best effort, be great teammates, keep the energy high, get to know everyone, right? And more importantly, I also challenge them to lead on and off the court. And so I've seen a lot of growth in these 4 this year, and they're great students, but also they're great leaders on the court. And I'm excited to see where they go.
All right. This one is for you 4 up there. With 1 game in the books, being a big road win against Argyle on Tuesday night, would any of you like to talk about that game at all?
All right, I guess I'll go first. I just wanted to say that I think it was a great game coming off the first game of the season. It was also a road game, which is very tough to start off your season. We defeated the number 7 in D5, and yeah, it was a really good game. We started off pretty rough with our offense, I think, and then down the stretch really connected with each other and started to get that flow of the offense. We played pretty good in transition, and overall our defense went really well, I think.
Anyone want to add to that?
I'll add to that.
All right.
We came into the game knowing that they were going to run and jump press us. I think we adjusted to that really well, and some free throws saved us later in the game.
Free throws were big, weren't they? Coach, anything you want to expand on that and tell us a little bit about some of the non-conference games that we have on our schedule?
Yeah, we have a really tough non-conference schedule. I don't even think these girls maybe realize how tough our non-conference will be along the way. And it started our first game on Tuesday night, a team that kind of took it to us this summer. But I think because of that, we were ready to go. We kind of thought we knew what they were going to do, and I think for the most part that's what they did. But how these girls handled that pressure, I don't think there's going to be too many teams that can put the pressure on us like Argyle did. And so for us to kind of, obviously had our turnovers, but we did what we had to do down the stretch. And like Ava said, we were 21 of 26 from the free throw line, hit 5 threes in that game. And our defense was really good. Besides Maddie's 2 fouls in the first half, we only had 4 total as a team, if I remember right. And so a game like that is so up and down, and they had some players that could, wanted to take it to the hole, and we moved our feet in the first half. And because of that, they were the ones in foul trouble, and we were the ones that weren't in foul trouble. So, obviously the first game too, you got young players that step up. So we had Cora come in the second half and play big for us when Maddie got in foul trouble again. And then we had 2 freshmen, Kylie and Nicole. I don't even think they really knew the moment that they were in, how intense it was. They didn't really show many nerves at all, though. I mean, they came out there, and Nicole hit 5 big points for us at the time. Kylie came in, played good defense, got the ball up the court, and in the second half, she hit a big 3 for us. So the young players stepped up, and we're going to need that moving forward because the road doesn't get any easier. We got Albany coming up, Cuba City, Lake Mills, Columbus, Belmont. There's a lot of teams that are ranked, preseason ranked, that we're going to see moving forward. So really tough schedule, but it's going to prepare us for the conference season. And, we have high goals for that. So.
All right. Ladies, with all these tough opponents on our schedule this year, what are some of your team goals that you have for this season? Who wants to take that one? Maddie?
I'll take it. Yeah. I think one of our main goals is to be 500% or higher, like overall as a team, because I think we really think we can, and we know we have tough competition coming up, but with this talent and with the team chemistry that we've already seen together playing Argyle first, I think we can do it.
The answer. Coach, and you guys have both mentioned some of the conference teams that we have on our schedule as well. What conference teams do you guys feel like we're going to have to watch the most in the Capital South?
I'll take that one. I think Cambridge is one of the bigger ones. They didn't lose anybody from last year. They have like a pretty well-rounded team, and I also think Marshall will be a tough game, but we can do it.
All right. One more question for you guys. Which team or players do you look forward to competing against the most this season?
I'll say one thing. I always look forward to Waterloo just because I feel like the atmosphere is either really good or really bad. Their student section brings a lot of hype to their team, so it can be a tough game to play in. And then also last year we played in their old gym, so then that was pretty much the exact opposite. It was very quiet, almost no one was there. So I feel like you can get either one or the other ways from Waterloo. So that's one of the games I look forward to usually.
Any players you guys look forward to competing against specifically?
I'll take one. Me personally, Brooke Staincliffe from Cambridge. I look forward to playing against her because I feel we're both pretty similar in where we play and what we do. So it's always fun to be able to play against her.
All right, we're going to go into rapid fire questions now,
God.
Coach. You think they're ready for this?
I think they are. I'll just say this about our conference. Any given night, any team can beat anyone. And so I think it's going to be really competitive. Honestly, all the coaches are prepared, and they get their teams ready to go. So I think there's going to be a lot of good games in our conference. And, I truly think that there's probably 4 for sure teams that think that they can come out on top this year. So it's going to be really competitive, and I'm looking forward to how we respond once we hit that conference season that last week before winter break.
Perfect. All right, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. My first question is for Eleanor. What is your go-to for a pregame meal, Ellie?
Subway.
Should have guessed that one. What sub in particular is your favorite?
People make fun of me for the amount of items I put on my sandwich, so
Hey, they're free, right?
no, like I don't put enough.
Oh, you don't put it
Yeah,
down.
no.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. Next question. Ava, favorite basketball memory?
Oh God. I would say my favorite basketball memory is 5th grade state with these 4. We went on a really big run. We ended up getting 2nd place and we lost to Mineral Point in the finals, but it was just so fun, like in the hotel after games, like everything about it.
That
So
was
fun.
awesome.
That was awesome.
That's a good one.
All right. Maddie, favorite movie quote?
My favorite movie is Step Brothers, and I don't have a favorite quote in particular.
Give
They're
me
all
one.
good.
Just give me one.
They're all very
Um,
inappropriate.
I don't know.
Keep it clean.
Wait, I know that's.
I'll come back.
Even if there's a fire.
All right.
God.
Addie,
Yes.
where's your dream vacation? Where are you going?
I'm going to Hawaii.
Nice.
Sounds awesome.
Okay, I got another one for you.
Okay.
You ready?
Sure.
Any pregame rituals or superstitions?
Um, I don't know. I guess like we all go out to get something to eat before the game. I don't really have any superstitions, but it's pretty much the same thing. Go out to eat, listen to some music, have fun.
Okay. Any of you guys have any kind of superstition?
Many.
You got to wear the same socks?
Um,
Stinky? No? No
it
stinky socks.
depends.
Sometimes I do my hair the same. if
Yeah, it
we
depends
win.
how you play. You gotta like, if you play good one game, then you gotta keep the same.
Okay. All right.
Or you got to wear the same outfit on game day. if
Yeah,
you
that
win.
too.
Eleanor, favorite or funniest teammate? Who makes you just laugh?
Herself.
Hayden.
Let's see here. Ava, favorite school subject?
Really? A push with Hodge.
Oh, because it's hot.
I'm in
Just
that
because
class
it's
as well.
Hodge.
Okay. Good answer.
Hodge,
let's
I hope
see.
you're watching this.
Okay. Any of you can answer this last one. Okay. If you were stranded on a desert island, which teammate would you want with you and why?
Alice.
Why?
Because I love her.
I would have Maddie because
You die.
we like to have a lot of fun together. No, we wouldn't die. We would make it alive.
And,
And-
we're very smart, and we can figure out how to get off the island.
Yeah, once we put our brains together, you just watch. We would make it right off that
We
island.
are dangerous.
Dangerous. You heard them. They're dangerous. All right. Thank you, ladies.
You're welcome.
Thank
You
you.
gave some great answers, and we're looking forward to what you do this season. Coach, let's bring up the sophomores.
Let's do it.
Bye.
All right, Coach Legal, tell me a little bit about this group of sophomores. What are you hoping to see from them this year?
I think if you would probably ask all of them, one thing most of them would probably say is we just want to see them play a little bit more. I know that's probably the common answer, but last year was really rough for this group, and how they handled it when it was all said and done, I couldn't be more proud of this group. But this year, really, truly, I want to see them play. I want to see them have those moments that on the court that most freshmen get. But because of numbers last year that we did not. So I'm looking forward to see kind of how they grow. I've already seen a lot of growth, especially through this summer. A lot of these ladies up here really stepped up and put themselves in positions where they're going to see some varsity time this year. And so, and how they grow and how they kind of adapt to that speed of the game is going to be important. The one lucky thing for this group is they get to practice with we practice together every single night, right? So like that team chemistry aspect of things, we do see a lot of in our practices, and that's only going to help them out in games. But just excited to see them grow on the court this year, and hopefully to score lots of points. Yeah.
All right. You guys as a group, you can chime in, whoever wants to answer these couple of questions that I've got for you. So, any of you, how has the first week and a half of practice been so far for you as a group or as an individual? Anyone?
I'll go. I think it's been pretty fun. We've all been working really hard and starting to develop more as a team, and we're getting to know each other, and I think we're doing really good.
Good answer. Anyone else want to add to that? No, nothing to add? Okay. All right. So, same thing. Anyone can answer this. Now that you've had a year under your belt, what did you learn from last year that's kind of helped you be more prepared for this year?
Last year, like Legal mentioned, we didn't really get a lot of playing time, but we were on the bench for all the varsity games. So we learned that like positivity on the bench can really help the players on the court, and like really pushing ourselves in practice to make our teammates better to help them out.
Excellent answer. All right. You got anything you want to add?
I think Alice hit one thing right on the head, and I think it showed our first game. The energy that this group has brought from the bench was key last year, and it was key Tuesday night. And so, not only do we want to see that moving forward, but every team needs that. If you're benching into the game and not being loud, right? That's not the sign of a good team. So, for this group to, no matter what the circumstance was, to always bring that last year and continue that this year. Like I said, really looking forward. This is a group up here that has a really high basketball IQ, and it shows on the court. So, just really excited and looking forward to this group moving forward.
All right. Well, you know what time it is. It's rapid fire question
Oh,
time.
God.
All right. I'm going to start with Cora over there. Cora, dream vehicle. What are you driving?
I drive a pretty old car. It's
Well, if you could trade that old car for any car, what
Yeah.
would it be?
no. I don't know. I don't really know cars.
Fast car?
Yeah.
Good enough for me. T, if you were stranded on a desert island, which teammate would you want to be with and why?
Definitely Addie. I don't really know why. She just volunteered herself. So I guess Addie, even though she's not the smartest, but definitely die. I just love her. So that's why I
Good.
picked her.
Good enough reason for me. All right. Alice, what is your go-to for a pregame meal?
Me and Corey, they go to Quick Trip or McDonald's.
I should have asked Demilah this question. Actually. Demilah, favorite go-to meal? Give it all to us.
So it's 3 cheeseburgers from Quick Trip, a bag of Doritos, and 2 apple juices. Sometimes it's a double bacon cheeseburger on the side for after the game.
Now that's eating right. All right. Okay. Let's see. Sophia, what's your favorite school subject?
Lunch.
Great answer.
Great.
Okay.
I agree.
I'm
still failing.
Who's got a favorite movie quote? Anyone? Sophia's got one. All right.
My name is Blonde. James Blonde.
What movie,
What movie?
coach?
I don't know, one of the James Bond ones.
Okay. All right.
At least one.
T, favorite basketball player?
Kevin Durant.
Ooh, KD. Why is he your favorite?
I've always just watched him as a kid, and I don't know.
You got a little KD in you, don't you? Huh? Yeah?
Sure.
All right. I'm going to throw one more at you. Let me figure out which one it is. Oh, pregame rituals or superstitions. Anyone? What's one thing you have to do before every game?
I usually have Alice. She does my hair, and when we on the summer league, when we do good, she would do the same one. So kind of like what Addie said, I always do the same one.
Perfect. All right, sophomores, you are free. Nice work. All right, our final group for the night, the freshmen, and it's the big group. Coach, introduce your freshmen.
We'll start down at the end. We have Nicole, and we have Kylie, and we have Hayden, and Taylor, and Ava, and last but not least, Bryn.
Can you tell me a little bit about this group? What have you seen from them so far in this first week and a half of practice?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, this group is, had a very successful youth time, and getting to high school, I kind of wanted to see this group, hit some bumps in the road, see how they would handle some challenging teams or challenging players or some adversity. And this summer, it was hard to crack this group. It's like I said, it's a very talented group. A lot of high basketball IQ as well, just like the sophomores, and a lot of skill. And so this group has brought the energy. I shouldn't say most, but now and then you'll have a group of freshmen that come in, and especially in the situation that we're in, going against varsity every single day in practice, and you can just tell that, their energy might not always be there just because of the fact that they're struggling, right? They're struggling to keep up with the pace of play. And this group, I have not seen that at all. They've brought it every single day. They've pushed our sophomores and our juniors. And this is also a group that asks a lot of questions at practice, which I think because of that has really helped them already see some improvement on the floor. So really excited for this group. And I'm excited to see what happens the next 4 years with them. I'm glad they're on my team.
For sure. All right, ladies. How do you feel like your first week has gone so far? Anyone?
I think the first week has been different because the upperclassmen definitely make it a ride, and it's been different than youth ball, most definitely. And I think it's been fun, though. It's definitely more freedom and a challenge.
Great. All right. With that said, what are some of the biggest differences that you've seen so far from youth or 8th grade basketball to high school basketball? What's been your biggest adjustment so far?
I say one thing is the intensity is definitely like more intense. And I don't know, it's just a lot more fun.
Another thing that's different is that we never used to watch film as youth, and that's definitely different. And again, having the older classmen, even though they bully us, they're still great leaders.
Bullies? We got bullies? You guys bullying? Yeah. All right. Let's hope not. All right. Anyone else want to add to that? No. Then you're ready for rapid fire, aren't you? Hayden, who do you feel is the funniest teammate on this team? And why?
I think the funniest teammate is either Ellie or Maddie because they're just so funny.
All right. Let's see. Taylor, favorite school subject? Don't say lunch.
I don't know. Math, that's easiest.
Some of the upperclassmen are a little jealous right now that math's easy. You better watch out. Your phone might be blowing up later.
You might be getting some tutor jobs here real quick. Let's see here. Ava Schrader, what's your favorite pregame meal?
Snacks. I just eat a bunch of snacks before the game.
Give me 2 examples of snacks that
I don't
you
know. Oh,
just
I always eat a
can't
Kit
stop.
Kat or chocolate before the game. That's
Chocolate.
really bad because it's just good.
Can't go wrong with chocolate, right, Coach?
I like chocolate.
Okay,
Before the
Brandon.
game though.
Dream vehicle. What are you rolling on?
Probably some sort of truck. I don't know. Any truck. Big truck. Lifted too.
Are you going to get your sister's truck?
No.
No? Okay. Not good enough?
It's kind of crappy. So.
Okay. So she wants a nicer truck than her sister. Got it.
That's a good goal. any of you, if you were stranded on a desert island, which teammate would you want with you and why?
Personally, I'm taking Bryn. She is a great choice.
Give me an example why Bren would be a great
She
choice.
would like fight off bears for
Oh,
me.
That is a good example. All right. Let's see. Nicole, favorite basketball player? You can say Maddie if you want.
Definitely Maddie.
Yeah. Okay.
She's just so good.
Last question. Anyone can answer. Favorite movie quote?
Can my favorite movie quote is definitely "Run, Forrest, Run."
Just keep swimming.
Mine is probably the one from Horton Hears a Who, where it's like, in my world, we all eat rainbows and poop butterflies.
They were ready for this question, Coach. They had some time to prepare these. All right, before we get out of here, Coach, anything else that you want to add about your team this year?
Just really excited to see where this team goes. I think we all know that we have a lot of talent. We know the road is not going to be always easy for us, but I believe if we stay together and continue to come to practice with the right mindset and get a little bit better each day, that we can not only accomplish the goals that we have, but also surprise some people along the way.
Well, we're all definitely looking forward to it. All right, we want to thank Coach Legal and all of his players for taking the time to give our Wildcat basketball fans a little preview of what's to come this season. We also want to thank all of you for watching. Looking ahead, the Wildcats will travel to Albany this Saturday afternoon for a game with the Comets. Their home opener will be next Tuesday, the 21st, against Columbus. And then they're back on the road the following week at Schulzburg on the 28th, and finally back home against Cuba City on the 30th. We look forward to seeing all of you Wildcat fans in the stands at some point this season, cheering on and supporting this very talented group of young ladies.